A note on Ode to Joy, not the Beethoven famous piece, though it features a little in the film, but the movie with Martin Freeman in the leading role, uh, uh, a feature which has been, alas, dismissed by the critics, not destroyed, but uh, it has an average score of about 50, is it? 50 something. New York Times, Variety thought it is worse than lame. The performance of Freeman is criticized. He has the habit of using minimalist performances in his acting, and that's thought to be failing, if this is the word. I don't think this is the word they use, but anyway, it didn't have the impact of a wonderful movie. And I'm afraid we have to agree that this is not the best comedy or drama you could see, though it has something. I I would give it, let me think, 70 out of 100, because the key element is relevant in a world of pandemic calamity, and we could do well to learn how to cope with adversity and trauma. And the main character, Charlie, Martin Freeman, has, I think it's called catalepsy, has a condition which forbids him extreme emotions, uh, even strong emotions, one could say. So to begin with, at his sister's wedding, and he's always about to collapse because he's feeling happy. That's a no-no for him, it seems. Unless, of course, he finds a way, and maybe he does in the second part or towards the end. And he has a quiet life, tranquil, as a librarian, trying to avoid any emotions. And one day, Francesca comes in. She has a row with her boyfriend, jumps on the table, tries to tear apart the big volume. And so Charlie comes in and says, "Look, this is for a library. It's not meant to be torn apart, so it's impossible. Try pages." He is overwhelmed by this present, this woman that has so much vitality, intensity in her emotions. She's alive. She's probably, surely, maybe we should say, the extreme, the opposite of Charlie, who has to lie low to avoid. He keeps thinking that's part of the humor, morbid that is, that wedding, and whenever he feels a collapse is about to hit him, he thinks Syria, thinks people with conditions worse than his. Indeed, when there is a scene between the two romantic leads, um, her aunt is having chemotherapy, and they meet there, and Francesca invites him out. Let's talk somewhere else, and he's very keen on staying there. No, that will do, because he can see, I don't know, about 10 people suffering, and that will help him from collapsing. He needs always to balance. One would think maybe of Aristotle's golden rule, which is, Aristotle says something like, you must not give all your fortune and live on the streets with your family, but also you must not be abject and selfish. Let's think Trump. So find the middle way. That's the gold rule. That's the best. So in a way, it is a balancing act. So in conclusion, there are some merits to this comedy drama, but it does get rather pathetic, perhaps especially in the second part when it looks like a soap opera. Anyway, not a remarkable film.